Ciao, what's up everybody? We're here in Saigon City. We're over in District 2. We're on a brand new camera. We're gonna test it out tonight. We're gonna walk from the Basan Bridge, the new bridge. Not very familiar with this area, all the way over to Nguyen. So let's get into it. Oh wait, I forgot. I got a gimbal. Well, what camera did we get? Are you asking? We got a ZV-E10. We were going to get a DJI Pocket 3, but I wanted the combination for the microphone and the wide angle. Unfortunately, that was not available in stock, but fortunately, I think in the long run, this is the better camera. So the quality of video on this camera is better. The audio outside of a wireless mic is going to be better. So for what we do, this setup is really, really nice. Thank you to the supporters that kicked in for the camera. You guys are legends. Yeah, haven't done one of these 30, 40-minute videos in a while. Actually, we went and walked around this. I don't know what they do over here, some kind of carnival thing. It's open all the time. I thought it was just a New Year's thing, so apparently this is a thing over here. So if you do want to come and hang out in District 2, I don't know how you get there. Kind of do. You'll figure it out. So I'm excited to see how the footage looks. We're at 4K at the second highest recording setting. So, you know, honestly, since the ZV-1 broke 3 months ago, I haven't wanted to make a video since, you know. It's very difficult using a camera that's not efficient. We had so many other things we were paying for that I really couldn't pay for one, so you're gonna see a lot of content. We're gonna go back to 2 videos a day, 62 videos a month. So, we are gonna travel to Nha Trang soon. That should be pretty exciting. There will be pauses for a minute or two in between this half-hour, 40-minute video, just so you can enjoy some ASMR of Saigon City. And sometimes I just might want to take a break and talk. It's been a long time since I've done a long-run dialogue video, so I'm rusty. I'm eager to get back in the saddle, though. So we're not quitting YouTube. YouTube's full steam 100%. We live stream on kick.com/zbatz, Z-B-A-T-Z. The link for that's in the description of the video. I had a piece of candy. Let me finish it. It's matcha, it's good. So you'll see, hopefully, with my tremendously new camera, there's a lot of people here taking pictures. Hopefully this camera does a pretty good job. It's annoying. So far, so good. I got the lowest setting on active shot, so after I film this video on the next one, I'll turn off active shot altogether. It should decrop it even more, but this looks pretty good to me. We'll see. Ciao, Em. Hello, hello. I drink so many energy drinks. It's almost like when you have ADD, energy drinks are like taking over. As much as that, as crazy as that sounds, they're like Adderall. I don't want to take drugs like that for that, so you drink a couple of energy drinks, and it gives you that focus for a guy like me. So it's super good for me during the day. I'll have a stimmy crash though at some point. Probably while I'm streaming later. The stream schedule for this month is going to be from noon-ish to 6 to 7 p.m. Vietnamese time. So if you want to watch me stream, we're changing the schedule. We're not going to stream at night. as much for the rest of the month. I want to switch formats a little bit. I want to attract a different kind of market. We're just different people, you know. Oh, the camera's crushing right now. Got some new features that I like. The screen seems bigger, brighter. When it's on record, it puts like this red box on the display. Looks nice. The lighting looks pretty good. I am getting flare. Not much you can do about flare, but you got to do that all in post edit. And you might look at a flare removal tool. I'm gonna start watching videos on how to like color grade the shit. We'll do all that. I still want to get away from like crazy amounts of edits, but color grading the video footage, making sure the audio is perfect, having concisive material that's to the point, and edit out like fluff on videos that are about one specific thing is definitely going to be happening. I'm definitely going to use the drone again. You know, I've been doing market research. You know, as much as I don't want to do what everybody else does, we're going to try to do it our own way, but people want to see specific formulas, so we're going to stay true to ourselves, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Golden River. This is the new building. I think they said they handed that over a month ago. As you can see, there's no one living at that building. Last I checked, the insides aren't very close to finish on most of them. So I don't know if they've run out of funding. They should have already had the insides done. We talked about it before, but they've started to just put glass on these remaining buildings, which is always a very, very bad sign. You know, glass is one of the last things to go on in Vietnam. So when you see them start to do the glass, it's usually for another round of funding. So the investors that they're going to try to get come in to maybe see more of the puzzle and or try to sell the project so make it look more complete. I haven't checked if glass is one of the more expensive aspects of a building, but I imagine it is. So probably the cost of getting the glass out of the way. But I don't know how those handovers go. I imagine just the debt just gets shuffled around. So I imagine that wouldn't matter. I imagine it's more show for show, you know, saying like, look at what this can be, is my guess. Unfortunately, you see that kind of stuff with real estate here happen all the time. You know, I'll talk about it. You're going to see more apartment videos too, but you know, I would never buy anything in Vietnam because the build quality currently is just, you know, not good. I've yet to see a project that is supposed to be like, I've looked at every single thing, the most expensive stuff where they're like, this is all Italian imports, like blah, 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 blah. Or like this whole team, they got like supervisors from Japan and great countries, and every project still like you can walk into a brand new apartment and find like 55 errors in like 2 seconds. Where like in America, you're just not gonna find those errors like that, dude. Then on top of that, like you see how they cut corners with a lot of other shit. Like what are they doing with these buildings? And then doubly on top of that, which I've shot a separate video about that, but like Golden River, after about 5 or 6 years old, it just started dilapidating, man. It's part of the reason why we got out of there. Is it like, you know, the building quality of everything went down the hill like faster than you can say fast. Like it was insane how quick Golden River went from a decent place to then, you know, they tried to raise the rents. That didn't work. And they lowered the rents, and then that kind of backfired. So then a lot of people moved in. So then everything just started getting used at a rapid rate that it wasn't before, because it's like max capacity. Well, not max, but like the tiles are faded. You know, something breaks. Like I said, I got a whole video on it, but at some point the gym didn't have aircon for 2 months just because they didn't fix it, because they didn't want to spend the money. Like literally, you could tell, like, and you know, this is not even against that. This is more so kind of Vietnamese culture. Like, my wife's the same way too. She won't repair stuff like that too, oddly. And I'm like, well, why? don't know, I think it's just a different way of thinking. Let's see how the video footage does here. Let me know what you guys think of the video footage quality and the audio quality. Like I said, we are on a brand new setup, so. So we're still walking. So I mean, for me, to finish my real estate thing, you know, I would be hard pressed to buy something here. I have not seen much last. Dilapidation happens quickly. Getting shit fixed here, good luck. Very difficult. Just getting things fixed if your apartment has problems is, I mean, really, it's a good luck, you know. Essentially, how you get the apartment with whatever problem it has, it is most likely going to be a problem unless you are super on top of them and make them fix it within like the first week. So, it's a lesson hard learned, but it's just the way it is here. It's so weird that they'll get something done. Like, I've looked at a lot of these nice, newer, expensive apartments over where we just started the walk-in. You know, we got these expensive $500,000 apartments, and then there's like paint on the wood floor, and like the cabinets are all scuffed up because they didn't like tape them off when they installed them, and they didn't tape off the floor when they painted. So like, legit, a super expensive hardwood floor is like stained with white paint all over it because they didn't like cover it up. But this is like shit you see everywhere in Vietnam. It's crazy. Like, this is not you know, it's the one thing. It seems once you get towards the finish line, it's finish however fast you can. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. So, you know, my slight concerns with like a VinFast product as well. Although with automotives it's different. They have to go through testing and stuff like that. But there's just a definite bit of a mindset on that. I'm looking at that way of things. Like at our Golden River, our aircon was broke for years because the lady wouldn't fix it. She just wouldn't fix it. Like, by the time, you know, we moved out, it was vacant for like a month. I came back and like the aircon had completely like watered the entire ceiling, the wall. I was like, this lady's just cost herself like thousands and thousands of extra dollars on top of it. But you know, I documented everything. We documented everything. I documented every time I complained. Pictures, videos, condition of the apartment when I got it. So when it came back time to getting the deposit back, guess how much you think we got back? You know, and because my wife is very good at this shit too, like as a team together, we got the whole deposit back, you know? But that lady cost herself thousands of dollars of damage when all she had to do for, I think it was like $380 to fix the aircon. It needed some new parts, and it needed like an actual real cleaning where like, you know, they take it apart and pull. Essentially what they have going on is like a centralized hybrid system where then like, you know, one of those LG wall mount things is essentially in each room that hooks into the centralized air system. So it doesn't like produce essentially its own cold air. It takes the cold air and then regulates it like those two, like blows it. There's more shit going on up there, but all that needed taken apart and redone. Instead, she cost herself thousands of dollars. Now here's what she'll probably do, I'll tell you the truth. Instead of fixing it properly, she'll probably pay the $350 to get the aircon fixed, and she'll just paint over the wall with whatever mold's going on in there now and just give it to the next person. Like, on God, I guarantee you that's what they'll do. So I mean, it runs consistent, you know, with what I'm kind of saying. And I'm not saying every single thing is like that here. These are just instances I'm giving you from my time being here. Now we're coming up onto the wharf, and then we'll be coming up on Nguyen. This is a very famous roundabout up here. You will see as we get up here. So far, this camera's being an excellent performer. I think the lens view is pretty good. Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's grade this footage. I'm excited to see what it looks like. I hope it's wide angle enough. It's easy to hold. Feels a bit lighter than the ZV-E10, I think, because there's not a honker of a wide angle lens screwed on the front. So, all right, back to the footage. Hopefully everything looks good. I'm excited about going full steam at YouTube. We're gonna do cooking videos at home, all kinds of stuff. There's gonna be an unboxing video for this camera coming up soon. I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff, so stay excited, stay thirsty. We'll get those views back up from 1,000 to 2,000, back to 5,000 to 10,000 per video. So I know some of you guys kind of stopped watching because I fell off for a couple months. I was doing a lot, didn't have a camera, didn't have a lot of money. So I'm now rededicated and was always dedicated, just needed that camera really. So we're back in the game. I'll be back in the game with you boys. We'll be here doing this. Ciao, Em. We'll be doing this thing. Ciao, Em. Ciao, Em. People here are so friendly. So like the counterpart to all the shit I was just talking about, like build quality, stuff like this. Vietnamese are like the nicest people in the world. And it's like my favorite country in the world, and I live here for everything. The place is amazing. I did not mean to go on like a tangent of sourness. I saw the real estate, we happened to be there. I had good information on it, so we went on that tangent. Now we'll segue into how amazing Vietnamese are. Beautiful Vietnamese women. Can't go wrong with all this stuff. Excellent place to come. So we'll see what's going on in the wharf. Probably a lot of people up here. Eventually I got to turn my live stream on. I'm not going to do much live streaming today. I just want to test the camera. So that's what we're doing. It's really important to me to get back to the YouTube full-time videos and really get recognition out there again, you know? Part of the reason my brand does well is maybe not because of growth and all this stuff, but just because of the sheer amount of content that's out there. So, what's going on over here? This place is kind of blown up lately. Let's take a look over here. Let's do this. I'm turning on the stream, so please give me 1 second. Check the stream real quick. Check out what's going on over here. Yeah, this area, they put a cat mat over here. So like since they put this cat mat in over here, this place has been crazy. Let's take a look. That looks good. Wow, there's a lot of people here. So there's also a new double-decker water bus that people are taking a lot. I think there's only 1 or 2 running. So we'll be taking that this week as well with this camera. As you can see, this area has become really thriving thanks to Catnat and the double-decker water tour bus that we're doing. So I'm excited to get that content for you guys and show you that soon. Look how many people are here. Catnat really just made some great business here in this area. Stay in front of the audio. Look how packed this Catnat is. Holy snake. Oh, there's a lot of people just in general out tonight. Holy shnikes. packed for a Sunday night. We were gonna stream at 2 p.m., but the camera came in, so I've been setting up the camera until about an hour ago. The camera's tremendous so far, it seems. You know, I'm expected to just be a way better ZV-1. So far, it seems to be performing very well. Footage looks great to me. I'm excited to see. We're just on an intelligent auto right now, so it's just shooting the video based on what all the sensors it uses to automatically pick up the scene. Typically what I run with primarily. So out of 20 minutes, 16% battery. That's not bad at all. I don't know how true that's going to stay. We're not seeing any overheat signals at 20 minutes at 4K as well. These are all very good things, which you want to see. It's just packed over here. Yeah, a good turnout for like no kind of festival or anything going on. The amount of people you've got turned out right now, this is great. Just want to say a big shout out to the chat over at kick.com/ZBats. What up, guys? TTS is available. I am not reading chat right now. I'm focused on the YouTube video, so you'll just have to wait for me, guys. So yeah, I'm just super excited to have a proper camera again, get back in the saddle. Do some like straight up awesome video content, get that nice 4K. People like to watch my channel on TV, so I want to give the people what they want. I'm actually glad now in hindsight that we did not get the DJI first. Although I wanted it for its portability and everything, the video quality here, out of all the comparison videos I watched, was just, you can't beat the low light of these Sony cameras. It's just, I don't know. It's what they do. Like Sony owns the low light game. And I couldn't help but every time I was looking at the DJI, we're still gonna probably get that DJI pretty quickly. But every time I looked at it, you could just tell on the TV it just wasn't as good. I mean, this looks better. This actually, you can get like if you set this camera up right, you can shoot some absolutely gorgeous shots with this thing. You know, this is the camera that they use, what Ice Beside uses on his stream with his stream deck. He uses this camera and the Sony X3000. So on top of that, this camera can also live stream. So it's got an HDMI on it. I can plug in my exact HDMI cord, plug right into this thing. I have to run a new power for the USB-C, but that's not a problem. And I could even stream on this camera on the gimbal. I could balance the gimbal for the weight of the cord and then just tie off the weight of the cord, where that's always accounted for. So there might be days coming up, maybe in the Chang we'll play with it to where we'll stream on a gimbal and a super nice camera on kick.com. So we have rebranded on Kick. It is ZBats. If you haven't made it this far into the video, me and my wife are having very deep debates, and my chat over at Kick, if a rebrand should be done. We've already rebranded on the Kick live stream. The name isn't too important, but what do you guys think? The name's already been picked, ZBats. You know, I want it to be my name. There's nothing really else. Any kind of other form that's been taken. So ZBats would be the name change. I've already taken it on all socials, so don't even try. Do you guys think we should change the Fat and Broke on YouTube to ZBats, or leave it? And start a new ZBats YouTube channel and continue to put out shit on Fat and Broke, and then just pioneer a new ZBats channel. You let me know what you think. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about this. It's a pretty good test for this camera. It's going to go between low light, high light, lamp lights, different shades of light. So we'll really see what it does. We'll see what kind of flicker we got, what kind of lines are thrown out, if any. The feel of the camera is good. The build quality feels exponentially better than the ZV-1. I don't know how they're the same price. I don't understand why anybody would even buy. At this point, who's the Sony ZV-1 for at that price point? Like, I think the ZV-1 is 17 million. Why would you not just buy this camera for 17 million? You can change lenses whenever you want to. I mean, I can't make it make sense where, like, who even the ZV-2 even is fitting, ZV-1 Mark II. I don't even know who that camera is even segmented for. Like, I get it, they think somebody's just gonna buy that camera. You know, I really think they probably market that to is not professionals. Like your amateur person that wants a camera on on vacation but wants a good one, read some reviews and finds that one, because the ZV-E10 is not a professional camera. I mean, you can make it use like I did. Should you be making a use for it like I did? Probably not. It'll break like it did, because the motor isn't built for having lenses screwed onto the front of it. So yeah, you're gonna eventually break it. And that camera, unfortunately, is not cheap to repair. You have to buy, like, you know, all these companies do these dirty deeds now where, you know, back in the day, you used to be able to replace every little part on every little part, and now it's all one housing. So now you can't just buy the little part. They're like, oh, you got to buy the entire lens assembly for this little tiny cog wheel that is rounded off, nothing else. So I mean, it's pretty wild the way they do that, but it is what it is. I would not recommend in any circumstances getting a Sony ZV-E10 Mark II or Mark I. If you're gonna get one of these cameras like that, you might as well just get this one, the E10. I mean, it'd be a tough struggle. You know, this camera wasn't in the marketplace when I was shopping for cameras. If it would have been, it wouldn't have even been a choice, you know? I needed something at that price point that shot 4K, that could be a low light king, and that could function for a lot of different jobs. Like, I can't be carrying around 5 different cameras for 5 different things, so. This camera is, for the most part, going to be able to do a lot of stuff. I'm still very interested to get the DJI because of its extreme portability, lightweight, gimbal built in, you know, quick videos. Street crossing here, you kind of just go. You don't really make it special, you just go. It's not that hard. People do all these like clickbait videos on YouTube and stuff, like they do on all Vietnam. I mean, it may look intense, but trust me, it's super, super easy. It's not intimidating. Just walk. They'll go around. You know, make sure they're paying attention, of course, but like, don't freak out and run across the street. That is absolutely the worst thing you can do. You know, they're expecting you to just walk. People don't run across the street here, so just mind your P's and Q's with that. Walk slowly. Try to make eye contact, of course, and you're good to go. Oh, they got Nguyen blocked off. We didn't get out till late. It took me 2 hours to charge the camera. It took an hour and a half to go through all the settings, change all the settings to settings I know I need. 40 minutes to balance the gimbal. That was really it. And then just testing everything. You know, 40 minutes it doesn't take to balance the gimbal, but it took about 8 minutes, and then I leave it on there for about a half hour. Make sure the motors aren't overheating, and it's like really perfect. YouTube Z-Bats. Might want to hit this guy with a lawsuit. What? Rebrand? I'm so confused. What model camera is that? We'll figure it out. We'll go back to the shot when we're done. So now we're at Nguyen. So we're going to take a walk around Nguyen. This is a very famous part of Saigon City, District 1. If you are a tourist or you've never been here, you're definitely going to walk on this street a bunch. If you want to meet me, chances are you could probably meet me here at some point during your trip. I will be frequently back here again doing information videos, but we're also going to do food review videos, travel videos, at-home cooking videos. Like, we're literally going to do everything. So. I really just want to see how well this camera's performing. It's really the task of the evening tonight. And again, I just want to be a big shout out to everybody that helped fund the Sony ZV-E10, especially Gus. Shout out Gus. W's all over. So yeah, we are on a, if you didn't catch it, a ZV-E10 with the factory lens kit. We paid $17,500,000 dong for it. It came with a 32 gigabyte Sony SD card as well. So not a bad little deal. The Sony SD card's like a $30 SD card actually. So we're going full steam. So the schedule is just going to be super aggressive again. In your face content. You can't escape me if you type in Vietnam on YouTube. Even if you don't like me, you're going to see me. Even if you don't subscribe to me, you're going to see me. So we're going back to pretty much guerrilla warfare essentially with the YouTube. We might even do reaction videos of other YouTubers in the field. so we're at 30 minutes. I don't believe this, that this is really the battery length, but it's telling me 73% we shot for 30 minutes. There's no way. I couldn't even get, if this is really an accurate assumption of this battery, then this camera is going to be absolutely perfect. I will only need one more battery. Pretty much I'll be able to do an hour and a half per battery. Almost 2 hours? That's amazing. Can't beat that. It'll eventually start to catch up. Like, you can base it off that it'll be 2 hours now, but there'll be a point in the battery to start to give. So I mean, like I said, the schedule for YouTube is going to be 7 days a week, 2 videos a day, a video every 12 hours, 11 a.m., 11 p.m. Vietnamese time, starting in 3 days. So we're going to have 62 videos minimum a month again. We're going to have at least 1 Patreon video a week, so a total of 4 new Patreon videos a month at least on Patreon, early access on Patreon. And then the kick, you know, we're going into Chang, and then we're going to go to a new country after that. Haven't decided yet, but throwing some ideas in the hat people haven't heard me talk about, so very excited. Very excited. So if you guys have been missing my content, been wondering where it's been, it's simply been no camera, marriage, busy, super aggressive on the live streaming, figuring life out, hard years. We're back now, I thank you guys, so we're here to get it. And we're back with a big one. We're going to start off with a big 45-minute video like we're doing right now. We're going to try to have half the videos at least a half hour or more. Because I like long length videos and my fans like long length videos. If you don't like long length videos, just skip them or skip around the video. We're going to have an editor soon and an assistant, so I'll have her timestamp videos as well. I don't know when that's going to happen. I have a lot of traveling and shit to do first. So I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are too. They've had this tiger stage here since New Year's, and they left it after New Year's, which is the first time I've seen them do that ever, which is very interesting. So they've left this stage out here, and essentially they've set up a tiger bar here. So like during the day, you can come and start drinking here at like 10 a.m. I'm not joking. You can drink from 10 a.m. to like midnight at this tiger thing right now. So literally, you can come here every day and get drunk on Nguyen at these tiger cans. I'll show you. They've even got like chairs and stuff out here. So Nguyen is becoming more and more advanced as the months go. It's now becoming to a point of where there's an activity every weekend now. I haven't seen them take a weekend off in months almost. So I mean, it's constantly evolving into more and more and more, which is a good thing. As we're seeing right now, I don't see any karaoke speakers, so maybe they run them out when they're doing stuff like this. We shall find out as we continue to take a look around the corner here. So we are, for the official setup on the camera, we're using a Diety Duo microphone, so it records from the back and the front at the same time. You have to do a bit of post-production, software to get them to sync up and line up, but I know how to do it, not a problem. And then I got a Crane M2 gimbal and a Sony ZV-E10 with a factory, I think, what is it, 50mm lens? A factory Sony 50mm lens. The lowest active stabilization settings on, and beauty filter is at middle. So it will enhance my looks to make me look beautiful. That is for sure. Let me try to show you. Maybe they don't have the stools out here, but we're trying to stay away from copyright music too, which they're firing up right now. Yeah, you see the stools right here? You see, let me try to use this new lens. Yeah, you see those stools right there? You can go there during the day. Pretty good. I like that the zoom is on the lens itself too. So. I'm very excited about this camera. As far as taking care of this camera, I'm buying a cell phone protection screen for it, and we're really going to take good care of it. towards the middle here. Unfortunately, the music, it's a real problem with YouTube still, so we have to get by it, you know, and hope that they just don't flag it. And they will flag this. They'll flag music like you wouldn't even think's copyrighted, because companies run whole businesses where they go and copyright music for the sole purpose of copyright businesses on YouTube and other platforms. But mainly there's an entire business on finding songs that aren't copyrighted, copywriting them, and then making money for profit off YouTube by doing so. So the whole thing's a scam, to be honest with you. That's why I'm not into it. This is an interesting color combination for a couple. I applaud it. I like the yellow. He pulls it off. She pulls it off. Winning. Okay. Nothing really going on this way. It's pretty slow down here for a Sunday, but everybody's at the beer thing. Which unfortunately is, if they stop playing music, we can walk over there again. Hello? What's up, bro? Alright, not a whole lot popping off over here, so I think we'll finish off pretty soon. We'll take this bad boy out to Boy Gang sooner than later. Right now I think this is a sweet 40-minute ride. We'll do a pose over here and then we'll end over at Ho-Chi's. Uncle Ho-Chi's statue. The man, the myth, the legend. I will say this, these stones look pretty nice. TikTok. It doesn't look like he's taking the best lighting's difficult. Let's go up here. So we're going to be about the 40-minute mark for this video, for the first comeback on the new camera. Very excited for it. That was a tremendous dialogue. I think the live stream only got to see about 10 minutes of it, maybe. That was a very, very fun video with you guys. Feels good to be back to the old stuff. It feels really natural. Thought I was going to struggle a bit with the dialogue, but boy, oh boy, we did great. Like I said, excited. Big things coming up. Big things coming up. Let's finish over here. I'm hungry. I didn't eat much today. I've been busy all day just working. Doing chores, tasks, setting up cameras, cleaning dogs, walking dogs. Alright. Definitely got to get an onigiri or something. Alright everybody, thank you much for watching. Stay frosty. We will see you on the next one. Catch me out live streaming anytime you want over at kick.com/ZBATS. That's ZBATS, Z-B-A-T-Z. If you want to support me on Patreon, it's a crowdfunded website. You can jump on over there and do that. As ever, as I was saying, stay frosty. We'll see you tomorrow with a new video. Peace out.